It looks like Devin the Dream Haney just confirmed that Regis Prograis will be next. Not Gervonta Davis, not Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it in this video, give y'all the details. But before I do that, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed. So let's talk about it. Devin Haney go in, Tank gets out. We all know about the legal troubles that Gervonta Davis been in. You know, we all know about the legal troubles that Devin Haney just got in. No big deal. You know, I think Devin Haney, he's going to end up not getting charged, you know. And then Gervonta Davis, he pretty much finishing up with what he got charged with, right? So both of them can move on, and that's the fight that should be happening next. Devin Haney been calling out Tank Davis for years, but it seems like that every time that Devin Haney calls out Gervonta Davis, he already has a fight lined up, or Tank already have a fight lined up. But now, the one time Devin Haney don't have nothing lined up, right? Nothing is signed, sealed, and delivered on ink. He's a free agent. He's not with the Zone. He's not with Top Rank. He's a free agent. He can go and do whatever he want to do when he want to do it. And Gervonta Davis, well, we can't say that he's a free agent. We know where he fight at on Showtime. But if you want the big fight and I'm the big dog and you free, it ain't no problem. You should be able to come to me and come over my side and make it happen. Well, Gervonta Davis, he been locked up, but he out. So now the fans would think that they would be negotiating with each other, or they would at least be talking about starting negotiations with each other. But Devin Haney, like I told y'all before, he's been real quiet when it comes to talking about Tank Davis now. Ever since he became a free agent, he don't have no shackles, no chains on him no more. He's not tied down to a promoter. It's like, why you quiet now? All of a sudden you didn't got quiet, you know? Now, on Gervonta Davis's end, right, we've heard Coach Kenny on several occasions say Tank wants Devin Haney next. He want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? We telling y'all Tank can't speak for himself right now, but he want all the smoke. Gervonta Davis, he just got out on Friday. So we haven't seen him do too much, but, you know, post on Instagram, letting people know, hey, I got a whole lot to be happy about. Yeah, because I made a big bag with Ryan Garcia. So other than that, he ain't really said nothing. Now, I don't expect him to get out and to hop on social media and to get to calling out names, because he just got out, and I don't think that's the first thing on his mind right now. You know, he probably thinking about his children, his family, a lot of things that he been thinking about since he went in. So calling out Devin Haney and calling out fighters, he ain't got to that part yet. But this week, once he gets settled in, I expect him to say something. But on the other end, if I'm Devin Haney and I've been screaming your name, screaming that Tank Davis is the fight that I want for years and years, now the time is realistic where we can really make it happen. I'm definitely coming over there to holler at you to see if you want to make it happen. But we ain't getting that type of energy from Devin Haney or Bill Haney. You know what I'm talking about? Now, we also got the Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney situation, you know? Now, Devin Haney and his people, I ain't even gonna say Devin Haney. I'm gonna say his people, and y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, right? They claiming that Devin and Bill Haney went to Bob Arum at Top Rank and tried to make the Shakur Stevenson fight happen on 5 separate occasions, right? They went asking for the Shakur Stevenson fight on 5 different occasions, and on the 6th time, you know, Bob Arum finally sent Shakur Stevenson an offer. I don't believe that for 1 second. You know what I'm saying? That's a flat out lie. Ain't no way in hell that Devin and Bill went to Bob Arum asking for the Shakur Stevenson fight on 5 different occasions and then went for the 6th time. You know what I'm talking about, man? That's just a lie. Because I've heard what Bill Haney said about the fight, and it wasn't that. They wasn't begging for no Shakur Stevenson fight. That's just a complete, flat out lie. But anyway, you know, because then that would mean that Devin Haney actually wanted Shakur Stevenson more than he wanted any fight. That would mean that Devin Haney was actually pushing for the fight, which we all know that's not true at all. Not even one bit. That's one of the biggest lies I done heard the whole month. But anyway, Shakur Stevenson got offered 25%. Shakur said, nah, I'm not rocking with that. That's not enough. You can give me a better offer than that. Then everybody got to hollering, saying that Shakur was scared and ducking, and Shakur was running his mouth, and Devin Haney called his bluff. If Shakur really wanted, why don't Shakur put in for his WBC mandatory, right? And force the WBC to make the fight happen. Well, Shakur did that, and now everybody's still hollering and whining because now Shakur is forcing his mandatory position, and he probably gonna get more than the 25%. I don't give a damn what they get. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really none of my business what they get. But Shakur did what he had to do, and it looked like that he called Devin Haney bluff. Now, ever since Shakur did what he had to do, Devin Haney ain't said nothing else about Shakur. He ain't even mentioned that man's name. All we hearing now is Regis Prograis this and Regis Prograis that. So it seems like that the two guys that Devin Haney had in his mouth the most, now that shit is getting real, all of a sudden it ain't real for Devin Haney no more. Now, as far as this Regis Prograis stuff, I like Regis Prograis. I actually like that fight. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't like when niggas don't keep it real and just say what it is. I always knew that Devin Haney had no intentions of fighting nobody at 135. You know what I'm talking about? If you ain't calling for Tank, that just show that you wasn't gonna fight at 135 for nobody. You know what I'm talking about? Because Tank is the big money fight, and you done got quiet as a church mouth when it come to his name. We knew you wasn't gonna fight Shakur. Shakur called your bluff. Now you ain't saying nothing about him. So we know what Devin Haney is gonna do. He gonna drop them belts. Especially he gonna drop the WBC belt because Shakur did what he had to do, and now Devin gonna show why he was bluffing when it came to Shakur. But Regis Prograis, right? He's letting it be known that he gonna fight Regis Prograis next because he just took to Twitter and asked Eddie Hearn, am I fighting Devin Haney in November? And Devin Haney responds immediately to the Rougarou and say, nah, we fighting in October. You know what I'm talking about? So he ain't talking no Shakur. He not talking no Tank. He letting everybody know, I'm trying to make the fight with Regis happen in October. That's what it's gonna be. I don't have a problem with that fight. Hell of a fight. Don't F around and think that Regis is food, because you gonna F around and lose to Regis if you think that he food just because he had a bad outing in his last fight. You know what I'm talking about? And I think that's exactly what they think. They think that Regis is food. They can go ahead and outbox Regis easily, move around the ring and, sticking with the jab and beat him boxing it. Like I said, don't let that last performance that Regis had fool you. But I like that fight. Hell of a fight, hell of an opponent to go to 140 and to get it in your first fight. You know what I'm saying? I got to take my hat off to Devin Haney if he gonna do that. I don't have nothing bad to say about that fight. But my whole thing is, you should have kept it real, dog, from the very beginning and said, look, I can't fight at 135. I can't make that weight no more. I'm not going to try to make that weight no more. So if y'all want to see me, we can fight at 140. All that bluffing and huffing you was doing, you could have said that shit, dog. I ain't rocking with that. So it looked like, for sure, we going to get Regis and Devin Haney next sometime this fall. But they got to give Regis his money. You know what I'm talking about? They got to give him a respectable offer, because that last offer they gave Regis let y'all know they wouldn't talk about nothing. They lowballed him, so they got to get the bread right. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Drop a comment in the comment section. Do y'all like the Regis and Devin Haney fight? And how y'all feel about not being able to see Devin and Tank or Devin and Shakur? Drop a comment. Make sure that y'all hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.